I totally wasn't expecting anything this morning from Palworld. I mean, we've become accustomed to them dropping a new update or patch every Tuesday, and they missed it this week, so I thought they might be taking the rest of the week off. Man, I was wrong. Welcome back to the channel. I am LtBuzzLitebeer, and just when you think you've got their pattern kind of all figured out, Pocket Pair drops a surprise community update aimed at an ongoing issue within the game. Remember to hit subscribe and ring the notifications bell to receive my future upload alerts. In just a few minutes, we're going to get into all the latest from Palworld. But first, a word from Hawked, who have graciously sponsored today's video. Hawked is a free online PvEvP extraction shooter, where you can squad up with your friends to explore a mysterious island while battling monsters, solving puzzles, outsmarting your enemies, seeking out the treasure, and of course, battling through that mystifying world where roguish renegades take on the environment and each other. It's time to flip the page on your own renegade origin story and reclaim relics from a lost civilization. Hawked is launching on PC, PlayStation 4 and 5, and Xbox Series X and S on February 15th, all of which do not require you to have PlayStation Plus or a Game Pass subscription, but PS Plus subscribers do get an exclusive Plunder Pack. You can also download the game below using my link in the description and start your own adventures today. Plus, if you download the game now, you'll be able to kick off your quest with awesome cosmetic items available for all new players. If Twitch is more your speed, join in the Hawked Twitch Drops campaign now through March the 7th and unlock exclusive in-game rewards simply by watching the battles unfold. They're even giving away a high-end PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and customized controllers over on the game's official site, so check it out and grab that swag. Click the link in the video description to learn more, and thank you again to Hawked for supporting the channel. Alright, I did want to remind all my viewers that I always try to include chapters for your viewing convenience, so you can either skip around or repeat sections, which may prove to be useful when it comes to this first article from PC Gamer. Palworld players have found an ingenious bug that lets them infinitely mount and butcher the same PAL for parts. Oh yeah. How you choose to use those chapters to either repeat or skip this first topic is up to you. By the way, this is a judgment-free zone here, but you know, in the past we've seen this boss kill method using Stairways to Heaven, where the player builds this massive staircase, gets the boss to chase them up to the top, where the player promptly jumps off, glides to the ground, destroys the bottom stairs, causing them all to disassemble, and the poor boss just crashes to the ground for an insta-kill. Well, over on the Palworld Reddit, they found another way to skirt the in-game systems and endlessly farm and butcher pals in order to farm them. Apparently, if you just hop on a pal's back immediately after you're done carving them up for parts, they mysteriously fail to die, returning to your inventory, and then they're ready to be butchered again ad nauseum. I'm still trying to figure out why this exists in the game. I mean, I can see how it is being used. I'm just thinking out loud here. Maybe this was actually intended to be a different system than is currently in use. Anyways, Reddit user YashPones posted this video to the Palworld Reddit where they are using this method to farm a level 50 Frostallion over and over, and the animations look pretty janky where the PAL kind of falls through the ground, but it seems to work in the end. Some comments have been really positive, praising it as a way to farm for schematics, while others have not accepted it. Here's just one example. What the fuck is this game about? Anyways, let me know where you stand on using this method. I mean, farming and being efficient has been in games since the dawn of time, but I can see how this specific method could actually rub some people the wrong way. Okay, now on to the main event. The news coming to us straight from the Palworld team titled regarding official server access issues and future countermeasures against cheating, which, believe it or not, is a spreading issue within PvE games, and Palworld is no exception here, where even on a PvE-only server, because obviously the game still hasn't implemented PvP, players are having their bases completely wiped by hackers and cheaters, which, you know, if I was sitting at 50, 100, 200 hours in and this happened, I would be nuclear. Here's how the Palworld team kind of kicks this off. They say, currently, some users are unable to connect to official servers due to cheating and the influence of fraudulent activities. We have confirmed that some players are unable to play the game properly. As a company, we do not tolerate any fraudulent activity or cheating, and we are working on measures to deal with it strictly and as a priority. But directly after that first statement, here's where we start to get the details and some incoming tools to use against those pesky cheaters. First of all, we plan to release a player list function for servers and an update at the end of February. Through this, we will strengthen the identification of players who engage in cheating and the suspension of their use by the development team. So, if I'm reading this correctly, this month, a little later this month, the devs are going to install a server player list so we can see who is on the server and, more importantly, see their gamer tag as they hack and cheat and destroy your base, which is usually in an attempt to extort money from a player. They say something like, hey, Venmo me $20 or I'm going to fuck up your base, you know, that kind of stuff. Step 2 will be the installation of an anti-cheat system. Here's what they say. Following this, we plan to introduce an external anti-cheat solution to take measures against particularly frequent fraudulent activities and cheating. That was a tongue twister in there. And they put in an extra note here. Please note, in the case of community servers, single player, and co-op, the use of this function is optional. Now, I reached out to Bucky, the Palworld community manager, for a bit more detail on this one. No response yet. But my question was concerning which anti-cheat system they intended to use. For example, Easy Anti-Cheat, Battle Eye, etc. Because not all software is built the same, and frankly, some of it is quite sus when it comes to how deeply it integrates with a PC's operating systems. Also, it's really crucial that they get this completely sorted out now before they begin to add in things like PvP and server transfers, which we saw on their roadmap. And I don't need to take you through the full last portion of their statement, but it basically reads that they're working on this on a daily basis, but in most cases, since they are still severely understaffed, they just can't keep up with all the technical issues, and they apologize for that fact. Now, all I'm going to say on this matter is maybe it's time to spend some of those hundreds of millions of dollars of cheddar they made on the sales of the game on beefing up the office staff. But overall, yeah, some really positive news here on these issues. I like the specifics being laid out, that two-part plan, including the player list function, although there's no mention of how the reporting system will be implemented and beefed up. And then they follow that up with some sort of anti-cheat software install. And again, on this matter, I would have liked to have known the exact system being considered. But who knows, maybe they're trying to keep that fact guarded so that the software cheat companies won't have that added advantage of being extra prepared for when it launches. So yeah, there we go. Kind of surprised to see that pop up over on Twitter on a random Friday morning. Remember to hit subscribe and ring the notifications bell. All my socials can be found in the video description, including Twitter and my own Discord server, and I'm active on both, so check those out. Shout out to the over 193,000 of you that have stuck with me, and we are nearly to 200,000 subscribers, and I would love to have you join the channel as we make that last little push. Remember to check out Hawked for yourself. Again, use my link in the video description so you can grab that swag, and until the next one, this is LtBuzzLitebeer signing off.